I did not save any money by going to Aldi.
These are my favorite apples.
And we've had it before, and it seems like pretty decent quality, so I went ahead and got that. Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today, we are doing a grocery haul, but we're doing it a little different. As you can see, I'm in my car and not in my kitchen because I am going to Aldi today. So, story time. I normally do my whole grocery order at Walmart. I do the whole thing online, and then I just go to Walmart, pick it up, and then I just like that better. It's a lot easier for me. It's a lot more efficient. And also I like the process of like sitting there and like going through each item. And I am really trying to stick to the grocery budget. If you watched my last grocery haul, then you know that we went over our budget. So we actually, for this month of August, we raised the grocery budget to $300 a week. So that is my goal, to stay under $300. But our Walmart that we normally go to, I don't know what's going on. They're doing renovations or something, and like 10 or 15 items that I know I should be able to get there are not available. Like literally, you can't get cheese. Not sure what's going on. So I was like, you know what? This is a good opportunity for me to go to Aldi because I know I can get obviously like cheese and almond milk and things like that at Aldi. Now, caveat, I know there's some brands that I won't be able to get at Aldi, and I will go to Harris Teeter to get those items, like very specific on the type of chips that we get. I don't think that they have like brand cereal, like Cheerios, things like that. And also the laundry detergent that I like to get, I don't know if they carry it at Aldi. But I'm gonna try to do 99% of my grocery order here at Aldi. By the way, my name is Ashley. I'm the mom of 2 boys, and I live in North Carolina. And over here we do all things motherhood, lifestyle, all that stuff. Be sure and hang out and subscribe to the channel because it's really fun over here. Meanwhile, let me get my quarter. Bam. Have my quarter. Do I have bags? No, I do not. So we're gonna probably just invest in some Aldi bags when we're in here, because honestly, we have one at home that Derek took with him to work. I think they're like $1 maybe. I don't know how much they are. I have no idea how much they are. So we might invest in like maybe like 2 or 3. So that'll just make my life a lot easier when I'm like packing up the groceries and stuff. Let's get in here and let's get going on this shop. And then when I get home, I will show you everything we got.
These are my favorite apples. The bagel prices you cannot beat, guys. Also, 11 grams of protein.
Shopping done. It took a little bit longer because I wanted to compare prices when I was in there. I will make sure and highlight the things that were a good deal and also point out some of the things that were not a good deal in there. I would say majority of things were a good deal. But like I said, I was not able to find like some of the branded things that I wanted. So we're going to go to Harris Teeter really quick and pick up a couple of things. And then when I get home, I will go over everything. But I did also buy some big Aldi bags. They're only 85 cents. And they're freaking amazing. Like I literally just wanted to go buy in there and like spend $10 and just buy a bunch of bags because like 85 cents. I was expecting them to be like $3 or $4, like for those big reusable bags. So that's pretty cool. I'm glad they're only, I think it's probably because they know people wouldn't buy them if they were like $2 or $3 a bag. So that's probably why they're super cheap, but I went ahead and got 3 of them because it's just going to make my life so much easier. Like carrying groceries in the house, I can just carry them all together. Like when I go to Walmart or do a Walmart order, I've complained about this specific thing before, but like when you do a Walmart grocery order, they literally give you like 1 bag per item, which makes like carrying the bags in the house very cumbersome because you're trying to like get your hands through all these handles versus like if I have like these big reusable bags, like I could even just put like 5 bags inside the big bag and carry it in the house if I needed to. So yeah. So anyways, let's get to Harris Teeter really quick, get the rest of the items that I need and get home. Okay, change of plans. We came to Walmart because there are specific things that I can only get at Walmart and you can't get at Harris Teeter. So let's go. All right, we're back home now. I carried everything inside. It is a million degrees outside, guys. It is very hot. But I'm happy that I'm back now. I have all these groceries I need to unload and put away. So let me show you everything that I got. So we're gonna start with Aldi. I will tell you guys the prices as we go through if I can remember them. I'm not gonna tell you the price of everything, but there are definitely some standouts. So almond milk, we love the vanilla almond milk, and so I got 4 of these there. These were $2.19 at Aldi, and they're normally, I believe I just looked it up, was $2.74 from Walmart. So that's great. Saved 50 cents per half gallon on these, so that's amazing. I also got orange juice. This one was also one where I saved a little bit of money. I think I saved like 50 cents on that one. We've got heavy cream, similar price, but I got it because I was there. Ricotta cheese actually was a little bit more, was actually a little bit cheaper as well. Not much, like 20-30 cents, but still a little cheaper. These were definitely a steal. I usually get the Propel lately because those are pretty inexpensive, but these hydration ones, there are 6 in each box, and they were like $2.50 per box, something like that. So these actually were a really good price. The Propel ones are similarly priced, but these are definitely a little bit cheaper. This was one of the things that was not actually on my list, but these looked really good. I think we're actually going to make these for dinner tonight. So they're just already, I think they're already cooked, like ravioli. I've seen these before at Aldi, and I was really curious about them. So these are, this is ricotta and spinach, and yeah, they're both ricotta and spinach, little mini ravioli. I thought the boys would like this. It looks really yummy. So I'm probably going to whip this up tonight for dinner before we go to soccer. We also got jam and peanut butter. Again, I didn't notice like a huge price difference in these. I definitely think that this was better. This is a way bigger jar than the normal one we get. We normally get like, I don't remember the brand, but like a regular jam company. So this is great. And then I also looked at the ingredients. The ingredients are pretty simple. So that was great. And then we needed peanut butter. So I went ahead and grabbed some. We also have Sweet Baby Ray's. So this was an interesting one because this is bigger than the normal one I get, and it actually was a little bit cheaper because of how many ounces you get in this Sweet Baby Ray's. So that was actually pretty nice. I also got these tortilla chips, similar price to Walmart, but because they were similar price, I went ahead and grabbed them at Aldi just to see if I like them or not. We also have some syrup. Like, I don't really eat syrup, so I just went ahead and grabbed this. If the boys like it, we'll keep it. If they say it's gross, we will just go back to getting Mrs. Butterworth from Walmart, but I figured we would give it a try. The one things that I know that I save money on are definitely going to be produce. So this is what we did for produce at Aldi. Phoenix says that he likes red grapes, so we went ahead and got some red grapes instead of the normal green ones. I also got some California blend vegetables, which I normally get at Walmart. Then I also have mixed greens here. Also, if you hear my kids, my toddler's being very loud right now, so I'm just gonna keep talking. But all right, so like I was saying, we got mixed greens, which we think this is spinach. Yeah, spinach, baby chard, kale. We'll try this one. I'm not a huge fan of kale, but I'm sure this will taste really yummy. Try to stay away from regular like romaine lettuce because of all of the weird stuff going on with romaine lettuce right now. So I figured we would try these mixed greens. Then I also got some strawberries and Gala apples. I love Gala apples. These aren't the organic ones that I like to get from Walmart, but they're still pretty good. So I was glad that they had those. All right, ignore my dishes because my sink is full of dishes, but we have all of our meat and dairy here. So we've got the non-fat Greek yogurt. This can be so expensive depending on where you get it. This was actually pretty comparable to Walmart though. It was $2.79 at Walmart, and then we got it at Aldi for $2.59, I believe. So this was not that big of a difference. Like the 20 cents wasn't that big of a deal, but glad I got something comparable. I also got cheese cubes. I just really want to be able to give these to Griffin and just like have them already cut up. And I rarely see these at Walmart, and they tend to be a little bit pricey. So I just went ahead and grabbed some of these cheese cubes. I also got ground beef. This is where I saved a lot of money because this particular brand right here was $6.99, I believe. And when I went on Walmart's website, the 93.7 was $7.99 today. So I was like, let's go ahead and just get this. Now they do have a pricier beef at Aldi that you could get, but I went ahead and got this just in case, just for now. And we've had it before and it seems like pretty decent quality. So I went ahead and got that. We also got some chicken, saved a lot of money on this. This was about $2 cheaper. Like the total weight and cost was about $2 cheaper. So you can see this was $8.54. And when I went on Walmart to get like similar ounces of the already like thinly sliced chicken breast, it was gonna be about $12. So that was nice. I also got some uncured bacon. Honestly, I don't know how much this cost. This was like a quick grab at the end because Phoenix loves turkey bacon, but I can only assume that it is similarly priced. We got butter, definitely saved a little bit of money on butter. It was not more expensive than Walmart, slightly cheaper, like 40 cents cheaper per pound. So that's pretty nice. We also got some shredded Colby cheese. This one was interesting because they sell it by the 2 cups. And at Walmart, you have like the smaller bag or this is 3 cups. Walmart has the 2 cups bag. Got interrupted for the 3rd time, but Colby Jack cheese. So they sell it by the 2 cups at Walmart. They sell it by the 3 cups at Aldi. So this is actually basically the exact same price because you can't get 3 cups out. You can't get 3 cups at Walmart. The smaller one is 2 cups. The only thing that I would say is that I like to get the family size bag, which they only carry at Walmart. They don't have it at Aldi. So I was like, well, I'll just get this bag since we still have some. But I think I'll just keep getting the shredded cheese from Walmart because, like I said, we like to get the big bag. And I think that will save us money over time buying in bulk. Same with the Colby Jack cheese. Like, this is a weird one too. It gives you 11 slices in each one of these. And while it is like a few cents cheaper, like maybe 10-20 cents cheaper per like package, you're missing out on 1 slice of cheese. And then Walmart also sells them together, and when you add these up, it's pretty much the exact same price for the 24 pack, but you get 2 less slices of cheese. So very weird things, but still, again, not such a big difference that I was gonna get this at Walmart instead of Aldi. The other thing I got was these Italian sausages. I've seen a lot of people getting these. And we've tried them before and they seem to be pretty good. Everyone seemed to enjoy them. So I went ahead and got another pack of these. And then I got just 1 block of Colby Jack cheese. Finishing up with Aldi, I grabbed a couple things I don't normally get. I grabbed these turtle cheddar snacks, which I'm assuming is like a similar type of brand of goldfish, or like Annie's like goldfish, or what do they have? The whales, similar to those. So I went ahead and grabbed these. I think they'll be yummy. Also, the box is like very, very full, which is nice. That seems kind of silly, but like if you open a bag of chips sometimes, like they're like, it'll be a box like this and like it'll just fill up to here and that's it. The rest is air. But they seems like pretty big. So I'm going to give some of these to Griffin just to pack for snacks. I might have a few. They've seemed good. They also have protein in them, which is like really funny. Obviously because they're cheese, but there's a little protein in there. So I love that. I also went ahead and got Honey Nut Cheerios. Again, these were similarly priced at Aldi, so I just went ahead and grabbed these while I was there. I was excited to see a brand there that I like. The cereal aisle was actually really solid. I was surprised. So Capri Suns was one of those things that I grabbed at Aldi. It was actually under $3. Not under $2, under $3, which was great because these have gotten kind of pricey. I feel like I remember when you used to be able to buy a box of Capri Suns for like $2 back in the day. So now that the price has gone up a little bit, I went here to grab these. Now, I don't normally get Capri Suns. I normally get Gatorades, but the Gatorades at Aldi are not like a good variety. Like my boys have like very specific ones that they like, and they never carry them at Aldi. So I was like, ooh, Capri Suns is a good substitution. The price was good. So I went ahead and grabbed 2 boxes of those, which they will probably drink this whole week. So got those. I went ahead and got eggs as well. Literally exactly the same price at Aldi as they were for a dozen at Walmart. So again, just went ahead and grabbed those. Brown sugar was actually a good price. I've been buying it for like $3 like per one of these bags, and it was like $1 under $2, like $1.50 for a bag. And I was like, ooh, let me just grab this. We didn't even need brown sugar, but I was like, since I'm here, let me just grab it since it's on sale. I went ahead and got mini bagels, very similar to the Thomas ones that we normally get, also slightly cheaper. And then they don't have the other bread that I normally like to get that they have at Walmart, but this artisan bread seemed pretty good. Not like a price saver, but a good like substitution since I was there. And then now we're going to move on to what I ended up getting at Walmart. It's literally just this little section right here. So I had to go back because I forgot a couple of things, but I went and I got, I love to get this fajita chicken breast. I did not see them at Aldi, but if somebody knows that they carry at Aldi, tell me what it's called so I can look it up. But I love to get this. I love to make wraps and tacos and things out of this for my quick lunches because lunchtime is busy. So I got to have something that I can just heat up real quick. And this is my favorite. Walmart also carries their own brand, the non-Tyson brand as well. That's pretty good, but I just went ahead and got Tyson instead. Then I got these sausages, again, Great Value brand. They don't carry these anywhere else, and it's really hard for me to find turkey breakfast sausage patties. So I found some, and I'm just gonna keep getting it at Walmart. Popcorn chicken, did not see Foster's Farm brand there. They did have a version of the popcorn chicken at Aldi. The ingredients were literally 3 times as long as these ingredients, and that kind of freaked me out. So I was like, I'm just gonna get Foster's Farm. Miracle Whip, they only have mayo at Aldi, at least at mine. So I had to go to Walmart to get that. Also, they do not have like this Great Value huge thing of lemonade is like $8. And they only had Country Crock there, and it's tiny. And we tried it before, and the boys actually prefer this over the Country Crock. So got that. Vanilla, this is obviously imitation vanilla, but I don't really care if it's the real vanilla or not. So I went ahead and grabbed this. It was $2.12 at Walmart, which is unbeatable. This is a huge thing of vanilla, and I just needed to re-up. I was going to get it at Aldi, but they only had like the tiny, like all natural vanilla that was going to be like $5 or something. And I was like, no, I'm just going to get this because I know that I love it. This was a random pick. A mom at Phoenix's soccer showed me this, and I was like, this looks so yummy and refreshing. It's 1,000,000 degrees outside. And the fact that it has protein and like, I feel like just put this over ice and sip on it. Ugh. So that's going to be my little treat after I'm done with this. Random purchase that grabbed me was these water balloons. They were $6 for the pack. Dog's barking. They were $6 for the pack. And so we are going to throw these outside. As soon as I'm done with this, I told the boys we can blow these up and they can play with the water balloons. So that'll be great. But yeah, little random buy here. Then we also got some sausages from Walmart. So I got the market side. I like the chicken apple flavor. The other ones are Italian sausage. And they didn't have chicken apple. So I grabbed myself the chicken apple. I love any chicken apple sausage. So got those. Also got the ground turkey breakfast sausage. We've been doing tacos again. So I've been buying this. Chips was a funny one because we normally get Lay's or Ruffles. So we were going to get, my oldest and my youngest both like the cheddar sour cream orange Ruffles, and they had them at Aldi, but they were like $7 a bag. And when I went on Walmart's app, it had literally 2 bags of the party size were going to be $8. And so I was like, well, I'm definitely not going to spend $7 on 1 bag of chips at Aldi. So I for sure was like, gonna pass on that. So when you're at Aldi, definitely cross-check your pricing because not everything is a good deal. All right, kettle corn, they don't carry this at Aldi. They don't carry regular Pop-Tarts at Aldi. They also don't carry Premier Protein. Now, they do have their own protein brand, but these were on sale for $23, like just under $24. And at Aldi, they don't carry like the 12-pack, but if I was going to buy like 3 of the 4 packs, it was going to end up costing me like $25, and I wouldn't even get strawberry flavor. So I was like, I'm just going to get Premier Protein at Walmart. It'll save me money, and I'll actually get one that I want to drink. And then also, I like to have oven-ready lasagna. They don't have it. At least I didn't see it at Aldi. So I went ahead and went to Walmart to get that as well. So I did not save any money by going to Aldi. I saved like $11.72. Not really, honestly, worth me going to 2 different stores, to be completely honest. I would have rather just done my grocery order online and gone to Walmart and picked it up. Now, if you like are on a super strict budget, that's great. Saving that $10, especially if you're doing multiple trips, that could save you like $40, $50 a month. So that's nothing to like, turn your nose up at. But for me, like by the time like I use the gas to drive there and come back and spend all the hours in each of the stores, it just was like, to me, I would rather just spend the $10 extra and just buy everything from one place. So that said, I did stay under budget this time. I managed to stay under my budget by like $30. Oh, there's one more thing that I got. I forgot to tell you guys that I did get soap. I actually got this at Aldi, and it was actually basically the same price as it would have been at Walmart. So this one is actually 100 loads. I normally get the 124 loads. This thing was $11.50. When I go to Walmart, I can get it for $13.50 something, and I get 122 loads. So literally, again, one of those things that didn't really save any money on it. What I will say is that if you have a smaller family and you're fine with buying smaller portions, and or you don't care about brands. So like if you don't care about getting a specific flavor of popcorn like I do, or if your kids don't care about the chips, things like that, then sure. Then it's a good place, because if I had gotten like the Aldi brands, all these things would have been cheaper, except for the protein shakes, but everything else would have been cheaper. Also, there were things I just simply couldn't get at Aldi. So no matter what, I would always have to make 2 trips. So all of that said, I think I'm just going to keep shopping at Walmart. This is my second video I've done about Aldi. I will put it in the description. I don't remember what my conclusion was that time. I think I did save a little bit of money, but doing it a second time and actually like comparing the prices in real time to Walmart versus Aldi, I think I would just rather do it all together. But you guys let me know in the comments what you think of Aldi. Do you think they're overrated? Because I kind of think Aldi's overrated, if I'm being for real. I think it's a little bit overrated. That said, let me get these groceries put away. The kids really want to do the water balloons, and I am tired and I'm hungry. So I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.